Alright, what's up, guys? Looks like someone actually came through and did some plowing on our actual residential street. Nice. Except for when you gotta exit the sidewalk to the street. There we go. Well, it looks like somebody plowed the park's walkway area. Probably the school. Oh, maybe they didn't plow at all. They just plowed that middle path. So, it's a cloudy day. Looks like somebody down there by the bench. Well, I already know who probably all did it, but looks like one of our neighbors shoveled from their backyard, made them a path to the bench area. So I know they got dogs. They like to come out here to the park and walk their dogs. Well, that way's boring, so we're going to go back this way. If I don't trip and fall over myself. Because what's the point of having an adventure if you only take the easy path? Oh, I think my little pop-up messages might say something about TTS, but I forgot to remove that. for my mobile streams, I don't have TTS enabled. At least not until I can figure out a way to whew, cold air gets you. At least not until I can figure out a way to make a master alert list so I can have one URL instead of 3 separate ones for alerts. Because I'm on Prism Live, and even with their paid subscription that I'm trying out for 2 weeks, they only allow 4 widgets. So I would either have to disable one of the alerts and, disable one of the alerts to have TTS, because I also want this chat to be able to appear. But the one I was running for the last couple of days is the built-in program one, but you can't modify it. So it shows all the icons from everybody for each platform. And I'm trying to avoid that. But they also have it to where you can do a widget for chat. But with that widget, you can modify it to remove all the icons. So you can't tell who's on which platform. And still keep it, I guess, terms of service friendly. So if I want TTS and this updated chat widget, I'll have to not delete, but disable one of the alerts. So I opted to disable TTS and keep my alerts. Here we go. Now I reckon some of these sidewalks are still going to be covered in snow. Some of them won't be, but some will. Oh shit! They actually freaking shoveled this. Nice! Yesterday this wasn't shoveled, or plowed for that matter. Looks like they salted it too. Yeah, we got a small portion, probably about 30, 40 feet of sidewalk to walk on that snow, and then it's going to clear up again. All right. I like how this place, they plowed their parking lot, but fuck their sidewalk. Ugh. They just had to step over that huge ass mound. Now this section and the YMCA section, they're still covered in snow. But once we get over to that church, theirs is all plowed and shoveled. Once we get through all this, the walk will be a lot smoother because everything else will be shoveled and plowed. Although, I was looking at the weather, the 10-day forecast, apparently next week is supposed to be another snowstorm similar to this. Now, what's great and not so great is, oh, this snow will still be here. It's not hot enough to melt at all. So, what makes it great is all that accumulated snow we're going to get will pile on top of all this. Now, what makes it not so great is there are a lot of crybabies out there that's going to whine about it. So now we're going to have to listen to them whine. Especially from a lot of people who moved to my state over the last 5 years or so, and we haven't had a good winter like this in a while. So they think my state's winters are somewhat warm, mild. Because over the last few years or so, it's been like that. It's been a little warm. And our snowfall hasn't been as heavy. But being born and raised here, I saw this shit all throughout my childhood. So I'm kind of happy to see it all back. Okay. Now we get to basically walk on flatter surfaces. That was a friend of mine. She told me earlier she's having a bad day. So she was probably just calling to talk. But I also didn't tell her I was live streaming either. Her and her husband are pretty cool. She called me one day during, I think it was the Ohio gun season. They live out in an area where you could basically hunt out your back door. So she was telling me, she called me up out of the blue and was like, "You are not gonna believe what my husband just did." And she said, he went quiet all of a sudden, grabbed his, got dressed or some shit, disappeared, and then she heard a loud gunshot, and then he came back in covered in blood, and there was a deer. So it's like her husband saw a deer out a window or something. I don't know if he stayed in shorts or what, but he went outside, stalked it real quick, took it down. Oh, I need to get into hunting. But yeah, her and her husband's pretty cool. I think they were dating for about 5-6 years before he finally before he asked her to marry her. But she spent like their entire relationship basically going, "Are you gonna marry me? Yeah, I'm ready."
So he made her wait like 5 years. Okay. But over here, they help out a lot of homeless and needy families. I think they give them, I think it's like a food shelter. Because when it's nicer out, they'll be giving out, you know, like free food and stuff. But I think sometimes they give out free clothes too. It also just happens to be here by the trail. Damn, that entire water spout turned into a giant icicle. Oh yeah, that building's got some big old icicles on it. God damn. Hello. I should check my battery life too, so I can figure out where we're at. Okay, we're doing better than yesterday. We're at 81%. We started off at 100, so yesterday when we got about to this point, actually before we even got to this point, we were already down to 70 something. Looks like there's somebody down here walking her dog. You know, you can probably guess, but a lot of people on this trail don't pick up after their dogs either. So you always gotta watch where you step, especially when it's cold out. So sometimes you might step in dog shit if you're careful. Well, if you're not careful. Especially now. Because like all this snow, a lot of these dogs, especially small dogs and old dogs, they won't go in the snow to take a shit. They'll just shit on the trail. Not saying this one does specifically, but you see a lot of it. How's it going? So I kind of wondered, did they get stuck or something? They need, they're, well, not need pushed, but they're getting pushed. Huh, probably not. I know what I should do is start going through different parts of Columbus and start walking instead of just showing off this trail every day. But I don't go anywhere. I just walk near the house. Like, I could go downtown. It'll probably take me, I don't know, about another hour, hour and a half to get down there by walking. This summer, though, when I come back from Asia, I actually plan on grabbing my tripod and shit and possibly doing like fishing streams and shit too. Like, we'll just walk all the way down with our fishing gear. We'll just put everything in a backpack and we'll just walk all the way down here to the river and we'll just live stream everything. That actually sounds pretty fun. Too bad motorcycles weren't allowed on this trail. I'd ride my motorcycle on it. Just go, like if they legalized it, go no more than 10 miles an hour. Of course, there'd be people abusing that, trying to go faster. But you know, for people walking, 10 mile an hour is to be safe. Except for when someone lets their dog shit on the trail. And you start fucking turd skidding out of control. Oh man. I hear a woodpecker somewhere. It's over there on the other side of the tree line by the creek. Well, on the other side of the railroad tracks and the tree line by the creek. I know that can sound confusing considering there's a creek up ahead too. But this is where it splits off. I don't know if it actually curves around and comes down this way, or if it actually splits off and goes somewhere else too, or maybe there is a split and another small creek diverges into this one. I'm not actually sure. I've never actually walked down there to explore. Like, I've looked at the creek before overhead on Google Maps or Google Earth and shit. Because eventually this creek will go all the way around and then eventually come out by the river in that direction. Huh, looks like more of it's frozen. I mean, not frozen, but thawed out. I know it's gonna be a bitch if my phone falls off my stand, or if I just drop it all together. Oh, my arm's starting to get hot, so I'm gonna switch arms. get a lot of this hot air out of my freaking coat sleeve. Like, it's not bad today. Like yesterday, it was so damn windy. Like, I couldn't feel my fingers out like this. I'd have to keep them covered up because this can fold out. But like today, it's warmer, so I can keep my fingers out. In fact, I could probably go ahead and remove the lower part of my face shield too and just expose my entire mouth. Because when it's like, it's cold, but what gets you is the wind chill. Because now it feels like it's just dry, cold air. Like there's no wind, there's no breeze, there's like nothing. So it's cold, but it's not bad. I know it's kind of weird to explain. But if you're not careful, you'll eventually start sweating a lot, or you might not sweat, but still dehydrate yourself. So it's still important to, keep hydrating. I wonder what this person's doing. They're just standing down here on the other side of the railroad track. Well, on the other side of the road. So, unless he knows that group of people behind me. And we're going to turn around up here at the stop sign because I want to walk in the road.
Have you seen an older white guy with a white dog?
Talking about the old looking dog?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I passed him around the corner over there. He's already went down that way.
He's going to Jordan. All right. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, man. Oh, no problem. Okay, so he was looking for the guy with the dog. And now we're going to start walking back. But instead of also continuing our normal route that we walk, we're still going to stick to the trail since it's all plowed and everything. And for the sake of time and battery life. And for the sake of my legs, my calves, my thighs. Because this shit fucking tires me out. It's like, sure, I've been walking 5 miles or 7-8 kilometers a day, but at the same time, adding all this snow for the parts that ain't plowed or shoveled, god damn, feels like you're doing squats or some other type of leg exercise all damn day. I wonder if I should get like a small electric scooter. Not to replace my walking days, but like when I come back this summer and I do want to like go fishing and stuff, I can just get me a small electric scooter so that way I can get there and back, quickly, but we won't be moving too fast. Like I can walk at an average pace of 3 to 3.2 miles an hour. And then if I can get me a small scooter, I can travel this stuff faster. Get to where we get to to where we need to start walking, fold it up, throw it in the backpack, and just lug it around on my back while we walk everywhere. And then when we're ready to come back, we can unload it, unfold it, and start riding back. There's my take medicine daily take medicine notification. So we've been walking for like 38 minutes now, and my right shoulder's starting to act up. Oh. So one thing about my chat for the screen is that I was thinking it'd be a nice idea to make it so it fades away. But then I forget that sometimes I'm not looking at my screen when I'm walking. I just have it out in front of me, you know? So someone could be saying something and then it disappears and it looks like I'm ignoring you guys. Whoops. We'll have to keep that in mind for tomorrow, not to disable the fade feature. I guess if I had like a lot of chatters and it was actually like we were having a busy conversation, it'd be kind of nice to have it fade away so the screen's not getting bogged down, you know, by like a ton of chats, especially if we're just like sitting down somewhere like at a bar or something. See, now that we're walking back into the wind, like it's not windy, but there are like small gusts to where like my chin and my lower lip starts to feel it and starts getting cold. So now I'll cover it up. Oh, fuck. I think we passed it, but A damn wasp nest is still hanging up too, I think. I was hoping that the snowstorm was going to take it out, but it didn't. It just piled like a foot of snow on top of it. Sturdy ass wasp nest, man, I swear. Oh, there it is. I see it. I just have to remember. See the west sign? Straight across. Wasp nest. Oh, that actually goes pretty well together. W. Wasps. It's like the perfect marker for these little fuckers. Okay, all the sound's coming from this direction. So down here's a guy on a bike with his dog. That's an energetic little pup. Well, it could be a dog, not a pup, but skinny and energetic. Can't tell what kind it is. Could be a mutt, could be like a hound dog or something. Looks like they just poured up a mobile street medicine. Let's see if we can get right across the road. Well, I would have tried to show more of that guy's dog, but I was too busy focused on trying not to get hit. You see, we're about 46 minutes into our walk. We're down to 60 some percent. Okay, nice. Hey, what's going on? Oh man, my nose is starting to get runny. It's going good. It's a bit warmer out today without the wind, so it's pretty manageable. I don't have to worry about covering up my fingertips. You know, I bet this hill would be a decent place to go sledding. Probably have to get like a hell of a running start, but I bet you could sled down that. Car started at least? Hell yeah. All of our cars are broken down. Right before this snowstorm hit, we have two vehicles. One of them, the radiator blew just in time for the snow. So we're like, you know what? Fuck it. We just had it towed in front of the house and we're just leaving it there until it gets warmer. Then we're going to fuck with it. And then the other one, somebody driving it, not myself, forgot to check the air pressure in the tires and drove it to the store and then had to get towed back. Negative 36. Damn, that's not bad. Hey, as long as it's not windy. So I think here, I don't remember exactly what it was, but I know it was between like 0 and 11, I think. So, I mean, it's still pretty warm here. Damn, yeah, I gotta fuck with my chat box the next time I start the stream. I don't know why I thought 5 seconds was a good amount of time for fading off the screen. I know I'm actually starting to burn up. Whew. But yeah, we got like another snowstorm coming about 10 days. if it doesn't change. So all this will still be here. And if we get another snowstorm, it'll just accumulate on top of it. Tiny ass kitten. There's a guy behind me with a dog. Trying to keep an eye on him. Well, I guess with my glasses being reflective, we can watch both views. Oh boy. Doing all this walking to get back into shape, so damn, I've gotten fat. Okay, looks like the guy with the dog stopped a little bit, so they're still a bit behind me. This building right here, probably a couple years old. That used to be a big old field. But it looks like they expanded their business, or it's a separate business. Now they got that warehouse there. Hear a lot of dogs somewhere. Sounds like puppies. Sounds like they're in this garage. Oh, nope, it's a little doggy. A bunch of little doggies. Damn, how many little doggies they got? Holy shit. There's like 5 of those little bastards there. Well, it's kind of funny watching them all have to like hop through the snow. Yeah, it looks like that guy with his dog. He must be trying to train that puppy or something, because they're like way back there. They're falling way behind. See, this street isn't that busy of a street. Like, it's busy, but I guess they don't consider it busy enough to put like a pedestrian crosswalk with the flashing lights. They just put signs and hope you don't get hit. So that's a 25-mile-an-hour street. And even that car that just passed me, it doesn't even sound like they even try to slow down a bit. Like a lot of these people, they just don't care, man. Once I get up here to the store, we'll probably go ahead and end the stream because I'm going to possibly buy some things. Now I want to make sure I have both hands to carry it all home. Hey, okay, 016 on Discord. I just saw the notifications. It's going pretty well. Looks like somebody shoveled this a little bit. Most of this right here is hardened up and people walking on it non-stop. Now my foot's went and slide everywhere in the snow. Shit. Okay. I think they did it yesterday or maybe the night before, but somebody ripped off those boards so they could break into that empty store. They probably did it to seek shelter, of course, but knowing this area, they're up to no good. It's always less about seeking shelter and less about how much they can vandalize, steal, or find a place to do drugs. Well, guys, we're gonna go ahead and end the live stream here because I'm gonna go stop by the store and go grab some things. I'll be on later playing some seasonal hardcore Diablo 4 on my Paladin. Peace.